A new day. The very next day, to be honest with you. Beautiful Sunday. 37 degrees right now. Only be able to get up to what? Maybe 51? Something like that. Just left out this place last night. Ran out of battery life. Ended up collecting a few more monumental pieces. I think I'll just do an overall weekend run-through video. Going to be covering the rest of the way. Don't know what I'm going to find. Couldn't see in the dark that well last night. Can't afford to miss anything. What's that? Piece of bark. Hey, there's one side missing. Well, that was the story of a couple of pieces yesterday. One side was missing on two of them. Hopefully it's not going to be like that today. We got a little bit more ground to cover. I'm going to be going slow with it today. We don't want to miss any major things. Let's pray that this is not going to be it. There's already footsteps out here, probably from Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Yeah. Of course I'm tired. Let me get to looking. Beautiful. Boy, well, it feels like I'm missing out on something. I just covered probably 450 feet worth of creek. And it was exactly like this. I should have found and recovered at least 5 intact ones. I'm going to say intact. I think I looked at close to a couple million rocks. Didn't see a dang thing. That's not the way I wanted to start the day off, and it's already 12:35. Got here about an hour ago. So excited. But nothing. Believe me, if it was here, we would have seen it. I was only managed to spot 3 things so far today. It's things I love collecting. Beautiful piece. Add that to the pile. That too looks like a crown, part of a crown. PVC pipe. And then of course this. Had me crapping in my drawers when I saw this thing. It blends in with everything else. See? Like I'm telling you. If it's going to be here, we're going to see it. But what is it? It's a piece of pipe, piece of metal. Shaped like a perfectly sized spear tip. With a nice stem and a tip busted off. Not fair. See if it's out here. We will see it. I think I see one. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't found anything yet. I found a busted drill or something. Made of quartz. It's such a faker. But so far this morning, this is the best one. I haven't even looked in here yet. I've been looking for footprints. You're going to say, check the other side of the bank. Maybe they climbed in from that side. Good thinking. Let me go check that side. But let me go check this white thing right here sitting on the edge. It's nothing. There's a lot of this out here today, crystal clear. Man. If I go through this whole thing looking and we don't spot anything, and I get on the other side and see footsteps where they climbed in from the other side, I'm gonna be an angry joker. Man, I'm just trying to... nature speaking, they altered the frequency of the waves. See, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these faker things today so far. Man, I cracked my drawers at least 3 times so far, finding perfectly intact pieces with stems and everything like that. And then I pick it up out of the water in the sand and it's just a faker. The illusions out here. Oh, check over here. Maybe I messed up over here and I didn't see the footprints. I don't see any. What the heck is going on out here? It would be like this. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not wasting my time out here in this monumental thing up in here. I usually find 1 or 2, even if it's just a starter potty. I find something in this gravel bar every time. You're going to say, before you do that, check that spot way over there to see if I see any footprints sliding down. Man, see, the sunlight is grabbing things today. 1 o'clock. Possible piece of pottery here. I found, yeah, it is one little tiny thing. We're gonna leave it. Yeah, I know you're gonna say, if you don't find anything in that massive joker right there, you suck. It's not gonna be your day. You should have gone to the Urban Creek. Well, I decided to come back out here today because I had such a blessed evening last night. You know, it's another faker. I think we found probably, 9 or 10 yesterday, mostly intact. And I know you're going to say this should be the spot where you find that giant spear tip. That first one of the day. Either giant or could be anything at all. As long as it's intact. Watch where you step. You don't need anything to crack. Alright, let me get to looking. When you get halfway and you don't see anything, that's not a good sign. At least we still have this. On the deep end. Boy. Even at the same pace of the leaf that's racing us down the current. Boy, jeez. Luis Gonzalez, Alisea, Aparicio. Oh man. Well, there just went about 48,277 rocks. And not a dang thing. How? I wonder if they're trying to save the best for last, like we're going to find a pocket full in another location. Can't go to the Urban Creek now. It's way too late. Well, we could if it was summertime. Why did they get my desires to drag us all the way back out here? Man. Well, I did manage to find that little tiny thing there. So at least I did find and recover something out of here. Well, that took long enough. Finally found and about to recover our first one of today. It's already like 1:45, guys. Dang. It's been like 4 gravel bars like this, and I've been trying to look in water too. Can't see jack. Well, you know, if we don't see it, it's not going to be out here. But it's a beater. It's a beater. Where's that thing at? You see it right there. It's a Mara Mountain round base sitting right on top, praying to be recovered. Yeah, intact. Well, it's got a tiny fraction of the tip dinged off, but good enough for now. About dang time. Add it to the pile. Is that a flake? Yeah, it's a flake. Nothing yet. Besides that one almost clear Mara Mountain. Weird how today's going. I was thinking it was going to be the world out here in the area that I haven't covered. And no one has either. Yeah, I know you can hear the sounds of suburbia. Sounds of the lawnmower. Right up on the hill. They're so close you can smell the exhaust. So close you can practically see their artifact collection in the cabinet. Not even 2 o'clock yet, and I think I know exactly how the day is about to go. Well, like I said earlier in the last part of the video, maybe they were trying to tell me I really had to go to the Urban Creek, and I didn't feel it today. I didn't feel it today. I don't know if this is a sign that I really should have went. That they're holding on to something for us, you know. Or if they're just going to try to bring the Urban Creek to us in a very spiritual way. You know. Because so far, the only things I've been finding today are things that we only find in the Urban Creek. Oh, I see something looks like a dolphin. Is it? No, it's another faker. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. But how am I going to get this joker out of here? It's like the exact same sizes that I find in that one Urban Creek. And it's a masterpiece of a metal sword. That will go great for the art. Look at that artwork in that thing right there. I'm going to attempt to get this thing out of here. Going to have to carry it in the hand or stash it and come back and get it on the way out. It's almost like they're trying to either tell me I should have gone to the Urban Creek, or they're going to bring the stuff that we would have found and make us find it out here today. Man, beautiful piece. Even down to the Mara Mountain round base. Usually always find at least one in that one Urban Creek. Same style, same material. What the heck is going on out here today? Well, I just gambled and I lost. Well, you know, the waters out here are just so dang crystal clear and perfect and beautiful and all. And I thought it was kind of shallow, you know, shallow enough to just walk on through a certain zone. And I got on in and I just didn't stop, and I didn't try to go backwards or anything like that. And try to hang close to the bank. Some of the time that's where the soils like to pile up. And the more I went, the deeper it got. Got up almost up to the waist. The left wader started filling with water. It's 41 right now. I thought I did it myself out here. Look at that. You can't tell if it's 1 foot deep or 7 feet deep though. It's up past the knees right now, but at the moment it really doesn't matter if I got waders on or not. For real. And it's only 2:30. I'm going to keep on going. And I'm frigid cold and wet. In the right wader. It didn't get all the way full, but it's got water in it too. At least up to the shin. And I'm frigid. And I'm gonna be like this all day. But I ain't gonna quit. I was hoping they would give us at least 5 after going through that. Well, not this right here, but you know, going through something like this. Man, doing summertime things in the depths of winter, you never know what you're going to find. Exactly what we find in Urban Creek, just like the one I should have gone to today. Let's see what kind of art this thing has on it. It's one of those corrugated plastic sign things. The last 3 I've collected have been masterpieces that I have, found in Urban Creek. And the last one was ironically yellow. That's a big joker for real, man. Pressure washing, really? Well, it's alright. It needs more time, but when you see it like that, it's different. Crap. Should I leave it or take it? It needs more time, though. A lot more time to get it to that point. Beautiful, though. Boy, the only place that I find shards of metal that represent the Leti with that very famous green and earth tones in it is in that one Urban Creek. Scary. Well, this is the last thing that I'm adding to the pocket. Just like the Urban Creek, would have found the same exact thing. What a beautiful piece of glass. You'll never believe it. Well, we still got a little bit of daylight left, so I'm in a different creek. I already found one tiny shard of pottery, quite ancient. Man, look how low the sun is now. 5:39. And look at all the clay soils. I've been in here before, looking around. What is that thing? Maybe I'll add that to the pocket. Hold on. I know you're asking, what do you mean you'll never believe it? Well, half of the creek so far has been angled in the direction of the sun. And I can't see anything because the sun is in my eyes. I keep having to block it out like this. There's another piece right here. Got a design on it. But what is so unbelievable? It's almost like they always know what's going to happen later, man. I tell you what. I can't see jack because the sun's in my eyes. And I thought about the first thing that we laid our hands on that I found in the creek. Hey, it's one of those things from an old bridge or something. Found a couple of those back here. Long time ago. Yeah. Cool little object right here. Maybe I'll add it to my rock collection. It's just infill, that's all it is. Mortar. That's all. But that's a very significant piece. Thank you, Lord. Ancient Ones. Unbelievable. That they kind of already told us that I was going to end up in a spot like this at the end of the day. Didn't know the sun was going to be in my eyes half the time, though. Trying to tell me to use the sunglasses that we found. They're the ones who walked us right into them. Looking. Trying to make the most of all the time that we got left before the sun goes down completely, you know. We still got a little bit of daylight left. Look, another one of these artistic things. Man, I told you I need to start collecting this bridge mortar stuff and just make some kind of yard art out of it or something, you know. Look at that. It looks better when it's wet, though. It looks like part of the earth. Google Earth. Look at that. Cool. Yeah. But it'd be a blessing in disguise for real if I found one more point. But I just got something from up the creek. It was a female voice. Traveled through the sounds of the creek. And I heard it with my own ears. Oh, that's a leaf, not a point. You'll never believe what they said. So I started this part of the video. They said, "Find my people." A female voice up here. It's like they were screaming from way up the creek. It sounded like they were screaming, "Find my people." And I could tell you right now, it was a female. That tells me there's got to be Native American graves out here. Find my people. Boy, check that I get myself into. Probably would never heard that EVP with my own ears if I didn't choose to come out here at the last minute, hoping I would find something. Ancient or not, I'm always going to be looking for something. But I had a thought about the sunglasses that we found. Since we only found one single point today in probably a full pocket of pottery. Yeah, I found like 7 other pieces. I just didn't film them. I'm burned out today. Could barely hold the camera in my hand. But when it comes to sunglasses that we found in the very beginning of the day, and I said something, what did I say? I said something about one side was there and one side was not. You know, the holders, you know, the things that swing out. No, that's not a point. It's too thick. And I made a comment about it, but it made me think about the yin and yang of the day. Today versus yesterday, where we found everything yesterday. It was almost like everything was designed within those dang sunglasses that were broken. The ear holder thing was missing. Probably telling us that there was everything yesterday, nothing today. Completely missing on the other side. What you know about that? I'm talking about like the ancient spear tips and stuff like that. I'm not talking about the pottery. We found plenty more. We found more pottery today than we did yesterday. I just didn't film it. Let me go ahead and keep rolling. I know I might find a couple more shards of pottery. Maybe, maybe not. I'm being driven someplace for what I don't know.